Welcome back to WYNTW for we got this awesome Storm Shadow figure. Finally the Storm Shadow that I've been waiting for, number 35 in the line. Really excited to get this figure out of the box, and one of my favorite G.I. Joe characters of all time, so let's check him out. And here's the packaging for the GIJoe Classified Series Storm Shadow. Really an amazing figure, and let's get a close-up on this amazing artwork here on the side for Storm Shadow. Really great. And then it's number 35 in the series, not much on the bottom. And then still another continuation of that amazing artwork of Storm Shadow here to the side. Then you have the GIJoe packaging and all the characters in this line. And if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of any new updates, new videos of my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. And now back on with the video. Side of the box, you still have to decode this, so you can go to this website on Hasbro.com. So you have Storm Shadow Elite Cobra Ninja, got his full name, birthplace, and then his height as well as his weight. And then you have his abilities, which we can see here. He is Covert Ops 4, Bladed Weapons 3, Infiltration 3, Ninjutsu 4, and you have his biography. If you want to read, you can pause. And that's it for the box, and let's take Storm Shadow out of the box so we can check out how awesome this figure is. And here we've got Storm Shadow out of the box and everything that comes with him. So you see that he's got a lot of accessories, and first we will take a look at the quiver or in the samurai sheaths over here, and you can see that it's got that Arashikage symbol in the middle of the quiver, and then you have a bunch of arrows that you can see there, and then you can see that there's one arrow that can be taken out as an accessory. So this one, it's really great that they put storage for this one single arrow so you don't lose it, but I'm still nervous, and it will click in there and it will hold that the arrow won't fall. Then you have the two sheaths for the two samurais, the long sword and the short sword. I'm pretty sure they have names for the long samurai and the short samurai. I'm not too familiar with it. And then you have his bow here, which is really awesome. It's a modern kind of a bow. And then you have the triple strings here, and the handle is painted in red. Really great looking accessory. You also have his two samurais, which will sheath into the samurai sheath that I've just shown with the quiver. And I'm showing you the hilt or the handles of these samurais. They are sculpted really nice. I like how these samurais look like. They really look awesome, and it's painted in the silver gray or metallic gray, which is really awesome. And then last one is the hood. So you can put this, you just take off the head, so you can get a storm, so you can get a display for a Storm Shadow that has the hood on. And now it's time we take a look at Storm Shadow himself and take a look at that head sculpt first, which is really looking awesome. As you can see here, this guy looks great. The expression on his eyes is really awesome. And then you got the head over here. I really love how this mask looks like. And then this is also a separate piece, so it gives you the impression that his hood is lowered. You can remove this one and put this on and give the impression that he's wearing the hood over his head. Then you have this belt which holds the shurikens or the throwing stars. Then you have that Cobra symbol on his chest, really reminiscent of the old Cobra Storm Shadow figure, the 3 3/4 inch figure, but this looks really awesome, better than the old ones. So you can see the strap has a hole which you can line up so you can insert the quiver. We'll arm him up later. You have the arm guards over here, straps, and then you have this awesome belt which is a separate piece, so it can turn around loosely. And then this one as well comes separate, and you just have to peg it to the belt. You see the belt, the legs, and the feet, really looking awesome. Now let's take a look at Storm Shadow's articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so it can turn 360, can look down that much, can look up that much, and his arms can do turn 360 as well, so you can see there. And then he's got the butterfly joint, which will allow his shoulders to move in and out. You have the bicep swivel, you have the double jointed elbows, which can give him that much of a bend. And then the wrists have a swivel, and then the left wrist can go up and down, up and down, and then the right wrist can go in and out. And then you have the ab crunch, which is really great, and you have swivel on the waist, which is awesome as well. So this guy can really be articulated in a lot of awesome poses, and when you articulate this guy, he really is awesome. And then he can kick forward that far and back that far, and then the drop down legs or hips for more articulation on the legs. And then you have the thigh cut here on the top. You have the double jointed knees, which are pinless, as you can see there. I love it how they are doing the pinless knees now. And then you have a cut on the boot as well. And then you have the rocker joint on the feet, it moves up and down and then swivels left to right. And this guy is really awesomely articulated. And now it's time we arm him up, or he accessorize him up and put on all the weapons. So to put on this hood, you just take off the head. So once you have the head taken off, you just take this out, and then you insert the head into the hood like this, and it's gonna take some angling to be able to push this into the head. So once you get the head lined up, it should be easy for you to pop the head into that socket or that ball joint, and then just line up the back of the peg into the hole on his back. So just line it up, and then you can put this bow into this peg over here. So I love it that all his weapons have storage on his quiver, and then you can sheath one of the samurais, then you can make him hold one of them. And here we've got Storm Shadow all weaponed up and all the accessories on him. He really looks awesome, and for me, definitely top 5 or even top 3 of all the G.I. Joe classified figures that I have in my collection. And now it's time for some comparisons, and here he is with a Storm Shadow that I've had in my collection, and he's been standing in as my Storm Shadow, the Storm Shadow movie version, which, as you can see, this is really blown out by this guy. How awesome this one looks, the color, and this is not really good, and even the articulation is not as good as this one. And here he is with Arashikage brother Snake Eyes. These two really look awesome together. Here he is with Scarlet, Baroness, Firefly, Cobra Trooper, Destro, and of course Cobra Commander, of course the Red Ninja. So you can see them together. So you can see this, I think Storm Shadow's a little bit taller, or I think they're all the same height, but they look awesome together. And of course the last one would be the group shot of the Cobra figures that I have in my collection. And here are the Cobra figures that I have in my collection. These guys really look awesome together. Storm Shadow really fits well in them. I have 2 of the red ninjas, and I probably will be getting those blue ninjas. So this is a really awesome set, really awesome figure. That has been my review for the G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow number 35 in the collection. Really awesome figure. I cannot say anything negative about this one, but the articulation is great, the accessories are great, the paint details, how he looks like is awesome. I really love this guy. That has been BubbaChuck14. Thank you guys again for watching and hanging out with me. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and as always, stay tuned for more videos. Celebrate life, be a miracle.